Before a packed house here at Newman Arena, Cornell jumped out to an early lead and led by 21 at the half, 34-13. Cornell kept that lead all game and ended up winning by 28, being their second consecutive blowout victory in the Ivy Leagues.
I think we're getting better defensively. I think we continually work at that.
We knew we had a work cut out for us coming in, but we stuck to our game plan defensively. I think we executed it very well, and we did our job.
Our defense is just winning games for us right now.
They were just locked in on Zampier, for instance. We can't let him come off those staggers and get an open look. Panic's a great penetrator. You got to make sure you build a wall. You got to limit them one shot because they're an excellent offensive rebounding team. All those things.
We've been fighting through screens pretty well, I think. Great ball pressure, and we're making them shoot hard shots. We're challenging all the shots. And then once we do that, we got to check out rebounds. I think we've been doing that pretty well, and that's why we've been solid.
If you get stops, then you can attack like that before the defense is set.
We're playing solid D, and so offense comes down there when we play great defense.
Offense also comes much easier when you have a 7-footer in the middle who runs the floor and makes good decisions with the ball in his hands. Jeff Foote, the senior center, filled that role on Saturday night, putting in 18 points on 8 of 12 shooting.
Tonight, he went after the ball and put it back in.
A lot of teams have started to key up on me with back to the basket, so I needed to find other ways to score and go into the basket. I'm more of a mobile kind of guy. I like to jump and stuff and do all that kind of stuff, so I think that really helped out. Teams have to kind of key off on me in the post as much as rolling and doing all that stuff.
On the defensive end, he rotates so well and stands in, and he's such a hard guy to shoot over. Foote covers up a ton of mistakes that we have. Defensively, offensively, he just is a resource that we use. In offense, we can throw it into him, which is rarely. We just get it to a big man. All right, everybody calms down, and we run our offense.
I got to give my credit to the other guys because they're doing a great job of getting open. Jeff a couple of times, they all do a great job of getting open.
Senior guard Adam Gore returned on Friday night from a preseason ACL tear and saw his first action of the year. On Saturday, he played 12 minutes and provided more depth for an increasingly talented rotation.
Like a guy like Adam Gore is back in the picture, and Creef and Battle coming off your bench, where seniors have been through this so much, and the young guys can stay fresh, and they feed off of, obviously what the veterans know and how they go about it.
I think it's hard for teams to guard us in transition. They're scrambling, and I know where our shooters are, and then meanwhile you got the point guard coming up, we can attack or do whatever. And so I think it's hard for us to guard, and our bigs run the court very well, and we can kick ahead to them and they can finish.
I think having a lot of fresher bodies. Now you have Lewis and Chris, not just Chris, and now you have Jeff Reeves and Adam Gore. And then right now I feel real comfortable with Brian Creefer and Adam Wire filling in for Alex Tyler and Jeff Foote. I think we're an older veteran team now.
The more experienced team showed this weekend as the Big Red put away games early. But with road tests at perennial Ivy powers, Princeton and Penn looming, Cornell knows that the league race is far from over.
If we slip up, some team's going to come back and get us, and it's going to bite us eventually.
I've been in this league long enough to know this is its own little entity. Nothing really carries over. Some weekends you're going to have games in the 90s, other games you're going to get a game like this. I think the important thing is that you understand that each game's going to be different and difficult, and prepare for it. So every weekend's different, but obviously you just got to keep preparing for each weekend in this league because there's no conference tournament. So you can't afford to say, hey, you know what, we'll get better at the end. We got to keep getting better each weekend.
Next weekend, Cornell heads to Penn and Princeton riding a 9-game win streak, including a 4-0 record in Ivy League play. They'll play at Princeton on Friday night, who is 2-0, the only other undefeated team in Ivy League schedule. Reporting here from Newman Arena, I'm Sam Alanikoff, Slope TV.